Taking a look today, actually over the last several days, at this Burriss xtr-ii 4-20 by 50 millimeter rifle scope. I picked it up at Sportsman's Warehouse, put it on this Bergara B14 rifle and a 6.5 Creedmoor. Put some worn rings on it with a Picatinny base, a 20 MOA base, and I'm using it as kind of a setup for a, a 400 to 700 yard rifle for hunting antelope and deer. I've gone through a number of tests with this scope. I get it sighted in using about 6 power, crank it up to 20 power and make sure that it's still hitting in the same spot it was. From dead zero, I then went up 8 inches, hit dead center on the line still, over to the right 4 inches, right where I expected, cleared down and went in a square, and then was able to exactly recenter. I went through that process twice, and it recentered perfectly every time following that square and recentering. So that should give you some confidence that that scope's inner mechanics work and are reliable. The zero stop on this is pretty simple. It's just some set screws that you put, so it does have a zero stop. You can return it right to zero after you get it sighted in and make your adjustments, so that's really easy. It's got pretty good optics. It's a front focal plane scope. The crosshairs in there are a little busy. It's got a bunch of lines for adjustment, holdover both horizontally and vertically. It gets a little bit busy, but even at 20 power, I don't notice it that much. So zoomed in with those crosshairs, as big as they get, it's still a reasonable amount of lines in your screen, and they're not too distracting. Although I'd say that could be the one downside, is just that busy reticle. But if you're going to hold over, it's a must. Overall, really pleased with it. Good clarity, about $1,000 scope. I don't know that you could do much better with any other scope for $1,000. They've really upped their game on their warranty. It's got the parallax adjustment that seems to be spot on and works really well. It's really smooth in its adjustment. Good clicks in both the horizontal and vertical adjustments, which are a quarter MOA per click. And it's very smooth in the optical adjustment from 4 to 20 power. So overall, I'd call this a buy, particularly for $1,000. I don't know that you could do much better. There's other ones out there that are comparable, a Viper, Vortex Viper, something like that in that $1,000 range. But this seems to be every bit as good, if not slightly better optically than that scope. So really happy with it. Hope you enjoyed the comments.